Well, I'm really excited about an opportunity that I have to partner up with a producer friend of mine who hired me back in the 90s on a movie called Wasted in Babylon. He is an actor, producer, writer. His name is Jay Montalvo. Him and I have decided to put together a production company entitled Entertainment Playground. We're really excited to not just as actors wait around for somebody else to manifest our future. Waiting for auditions can get a little old, especially with the state of the business as it's been the last 2 years. So what we've done is we've created this production company, and we have our first script optioned. I've been writing a screenplay of my own for the past 2 years. It's a lot harder than I anticipated. But once I started this particular script that I've been writing, what I found as an artist that the story starts to take on a life of its own, and I felt after, getting through the first 2 acts that I needed to go back, restart, and I thought that I really owed the story something more because it transpired into something bigger than my initial idea. And I've been really excited about that. I don't want to give the title yet. Pray for the dead. It's an exciting story. It's an exciting idea. It's something that's really got me passionate, motivated, enthusiastic. And in the midst of all this, my wife, who is a longtime member of the Actors Gang, she is a wonderful theater actress and the backbone of my career, also the mother of my 3 wonderful sons. She had this idea that in the meantime, since my acting career has been successful and my next goal and my aspiration is to produce and direct, she thought it might be a good idea for me to direct some actors in an acting class, which I call the Hollywood Playground. What it's turned into is something really exciting, and I had no idea that it would grow like it's growing. But instead of doing an acting class, we had the idea, I don't see around town, in Hollywood anyway, any other acting coaches, teachers, that have really had the experience in films and television like I've had. So I thought, instead of teaching acting, the approach would be to utilize my experience as an actor on auditions and really try to convey the art of auditioning. Robert Downey Jr., who's been a longtime friend of mine, really quoted it best when he said, "You can't show your chops in a part that you're not able to get." And I've met a lot of actors over my career that have been really fantastic actors, but not really good at auditioning. There's a whole art to being able to go into a room with producers and directors and or network or executives from a studio and really put yourself in that position in the middle of a room to convey, the reality of that character, and it's an inside job. So what I really try to promote in the Hollywood Playground is no matter if I'm on the stage, in a small room, in a warehouse downtown, or on a big set, or on location, in the middle of a city, I think that the preparation involved can get you ready for anything. And that is to stay with the fundamentals of who am I, what do I want, where have I been, where am I going, and really having the ability to create a character on paper, in my mind, almost daydreaming as the character, to put myself in the character's shoes and have a whole background, a whole life in mind, so that nothing throws me. To have a blueprint to be able to approach a character and be open enough to take direction. I also have been able to utilize my fringe benefits and the friendships and relationships that I've made over the years, and I've had tremendous guest speakers coming to the class. We've been in session now for 8 weeks. I've had David Arquette, Marshall Bell, Jason London, actor, writer, director Mike Binder. They've all come to the class, and it's been really interesting because not only does the class get to have my experience and utilize, my 26 years in the business of do's and don'ts in auditioning and on-set professional protocol, they also get the perspective from other actors, directors, writers, casting directors, and it's been really exciting. It's been very educational for me to not only utilize my 26 years in the business, but to also get perspectives from other actors, directors, producers, casting directors, writers. And it's been really interesting because I've been learning so much, and what it's done for me is really helped me to see that my role in the Hollywood playground isn't an acting teacher, but more as a director, to be able to direct the actors to find their own passion, their own commitments, their own ability to create a character, and the courage to be able to take chances and put scenes up and not be afraid to fail and not be afraid to succeed. A lot of times I've found through working with so many fantastic actors over the course of my career that it really takes a team to make any good movie, any good play, any good commercial, etc. And we here at the Hollywood Playground have really become just that, a team. And we pull for each other, and we count on each other, we trust each other. And I think that's really what's made the Hollywood Playground kind of stand out from a lot of the other classes. I just don't see a lot of other classes having these types of people coming in to give back, to help new actors, aspiring actors, the challenge and the inspiration to be successful. There's been many times throughout my career where, some frustration can set in. You're not always in control of your destiny. As an actor, what we do is we suit up and we show up and we give our best, and then it's up to others to make that choice whether we're right for the role or not. Well, the number one thing to remember is not to take any kind of rejection personally, and it's easier said than done. But if I know, and if the students at the Hollywood Playground know, that you have gone in there and you have done your homework, you have prepared to the best of your ability. Not only have you prepared the words on the page, but you've also prepared the character and who you are and what you're trying to convey. Then no matter what the result is, what's important is the execution. And as an actor, I think we get paid for everything else, and between action and cut, I would do absolutely for free. And that's the part to remember, not just to see ourselves as actors, but to remember that we're artists. And the opportunity to be able to play, to work, to have a stage, if you will, or a medium to be able to go out and perform as an artist is very valuable. And on that note, one other thing that we really strive and really kind of knock home with the actors is if it were easy, everybody would be able to do it. But the fact that it's not an easy task to prepare and to really develop technique and confidence is what makes it so valuable. The fact, and nothing in my life that I've ever gotten easy has been very rewarding. And I think that's what makes, being an actor in Hollywood, not afraid to succeed or not afraid to fail, so valuable and so rewarding, is that we work for it, and all that hard work pays off. There's got to be something coming from your spirit, and there's got to be something coming from your heart, and there's got to be a passion there. Once that's there and you develop the technique, the sky's the limit.